We helped a business based out of Dallas-Fort Worth increase their revenue year over year by 539% using Google Ads. And I'm going to share with you some of the tactics that we used to accomplish that. If you don't know who I am, my name is John, and I am the CEO of Stub Group. We are a Google partner and digital advertising agency. We help businesses dominate Google Ads and make money online, which is what this video is about. So let's talk results. So this company, like I said, based out of Dallas-Fort Worth area, Texas, they are a dental services company. So not a dentist per se, but they sell supplies and equipment, things like that, to dentists. They ship all around the country. And they, like I said, saw a 539% increase year over year in revenue directly attributed to Google Ads. So we're talking about Q2 of 2024 versus Q2 of 2023. And there's a variety of things that went into that increase. But here's a story initially of how we started working together. So when they first came to us, they were trying to run Google Ads, but they actually had a suspended Google Merchant Center account, which means they weren't able to run Google Ads. Google thought there were problems and wasn't letting them run ads. So the very first thing that we did was we helped them fix that problem. There were a number of things that went into that. They were flagged for what's called misrepresentation. They had issues with their product feed, so forth and so on. We fixed all that, cleaned all that up, appealed things to Google, and got them back in line with Google's policies. Then we actually can get down to the fun stuff of scaling campaigns. So you're probably thinking, well, sure, you can scale revenue like crazy if you spend more. You can always make more money if you spend more, but what about the profit? And that's true. We did spend more year over year, but percentage-wise, we did not. We actually saw the return on ad spend increase by 5 percentage points. So we 5x'd the revenue from the campaigns and did not see a sacrifice in return on ad spend. Now that's atypical. Usually when you scale that much, you're going to see decreases in return on ad spend. But we were able, year over year, through some of the different optimizations and choices we were making, to massively increase the conversion rate from the campaigns. And that is why the ROAS stayed in a good place, even while that revenue scaled up. So let me share a couple of the tactics, like I mentioned, that we used. This client, Performance Max campaigns, shopping campaigns, is really, really important for them. A lot of their traffic, a lot of their sales comes from those ads that you see online when you search and you see, oh, there's a product, a price for the product, etc. So we're heavily using those campaign types, and those campaign types rely on a product feed coming from the business's website. And like I said, this got them into trouble with Google's policy team, which we were able to fix. But there was also a lot of nuances where, for example, they're selling a lot of big, bulky items. And so they had a bunch of different shipping prices, a bunch of different kind of insurance fees that got tacked on. And there wasn't a good way that they were sending that information to Google to tell Google what the shipping costs were. So a couple things were happening. First of all, the shipping costs showing up in Google were incorrect. They could be too high or too low. So people either were thinking it's going to be super expensive for them when it isn't, or they were expecting a better deal and then got frustrated when they got to the checkout. So that was a problem. And then B, because of those problems, Google doesn't allow that. When they see inconsistency in prices between what you send over to Google and what is on your website, they suspend you or they suspend your feed. They say you got to fix things. So we spent a ton of time manually working with the client, going through their list and figuring out all the different settings and nuances relating to those different shipping costs and fees and things for each of their products, entering that into spreadsheets, getting that cleaned up, getting that to Google, and fixing those problems. And that allowed them to run ads at a point where they were not able to run those ads prior to fixing those things, prior to Q2 of last year. And so we got those things fixed, but then there's a lot of ongoing optimizations in that product feed that we do. I think this is one of the big things that e-commerce businesses don't think about when they're running Google Shopping or Performance Max campaigns. They're not thinking about the product data that they send over to Google as their ad, but that's exactly what it is. That's what people are seeing. The image you send over, the text you send over for your description, for your product title, that's all the ad that people are seeing. And so we tested, optimizing product titles to make them not just make sense in the context of the client's website, but make them make sense with the types of keywords and searches that people are searching. So Google knows, oh, this is a relevant product to show to the search. And then when the searcher sees that product, it says what they're looking for. So optimizing product titles, also split testing images and videos in the Performance Max campaigns is something we spent a lot of time doing to see what's driving the best results. So those are a couple things. Another thing that we've dealt with for this account in particular, as well as other client accounts, is a lot of product level disapprovals. So Google will have policy issues with products. And a lot of this is automated. They're incorrectly flagging things. And a lot of businesses, a lot of advertisers, they don't have time to be looking, constantly at Google Merchant Center and seeing, oh, something went down. I got to fix this. I got to appeal this. I got to tweak this. And that's something we're able to do on their behalf and keep those products active instead of them, realizing, a month after the fact, oh, wait, our ads for this product aren't serving. And that's why last month's revenue dropped. So there's obviously lots more to the story than that, but those are the couple of tips and tidbits that I'll give you for how you can make your own campaigns more successful. And if you have a business and you want to scale your revenue with Google Ads, we'd love to help here at Stub Group. Reach out through stubgroup.com. Let's talk about your situation and get a plan in place. Until next time, this is John signing off.